Well, the committee was doing 9 consultations all in all. 6 of the consultations were done with adults and 3 with children. We realized that certain issues were far more prominent in the child consultations when compared to what we heard in the adult regional consultations. One example is, for example, the problem of violence against children. We heard for many children about violence perpetrated by adults in families or by teachers or other persons in schools. You also raised the problem of child labor, which very few adults brought to our attention. This shows how important it is to hear to the concerns and views of children. As Peter mentioned, many of you told us about how important it is for you to be involved in such consultations and how often you are excluded from conferences, meeting in your own country, and you are not taken seriously. We were very stuck that you underlined how important it is to involve children and youth in any debate about sustainable development. In addition, many of you shared a lot of examples of development problems. As I said earlier, many of you mentioned difficulties in accessing different ways of education, but this is not the only issue which were raised. There were many examples. We had, for example, from children of the Democratic Republic of Congo that you had to travel 1.5 hours just to get an internet connection to participate in our consultation. Our committee sees these development problems as a serious concern, and we understand that it is so important to overcome these challenges if children are going to be involved in activities and decision-making processes. Although adults raised the issue of the future, when we were talking about climate change, it is clear that for children, climate change is much more a pressing concern. They understand that there will be impacts in their lifetime, and they know that that we have to act now. They are understanding that they are dependent on adults listening and taking action to protect their futures. Children are capable of thinking about these issues from a long-term perspective that adults do not always share. Therefore, it is so important to listen to you.